New research from Chinese scientists has raised fresh concerns about the potential for another virus to spill over from animals to humans, echoing the alarming pattern seen with COVID-19. The study identifies a bat virus that can enter human cells using the same pathway as SARS-CoV-2, the virus responsible for the global pandemic. This discovery adds to growing fears that new zoonotic viruses, those that jump from animals to humans, are an ongoing threat capable of triggering outbreaks with unpredictable consequences. While much remains unknown about the virus's potential to spread among humans, the similarities to COVID-19 are unsettling and demand urgent attention. The ability of this bat virus to bind to the ACE2 receptor, the same gateway used by SARS-CoV-2, is particularly concerning. This receptor plays a critical role in regulating blood pressure and is found in various human tissues, making it an effective entry point for viruses. If a virus can easily attach to ACE2, it increases the likelihood that it could infect human cells and potentially spread from person to person. Scientists have long warned that bat coronaviruses pose a significant pandemic risk, and this new finding reinforces fears that the emergence of another deadly pathogen may not be a matter of if, but when. One of the most troubling aspects of this research is that it highlights the ongoing risks of viral evolution and mutation. Even if this particular virus has not yet shown the ability to spread efficiently among humans, the fact that it can enter human cells raises the possibility that future mutations could enhance its transmissibility. This was precisely how SARS-CoV-2 evolved, gradually acquiring changes that made it more infectious, ultimately leading to the global crisis that upended economies, overwhelmed healthcare systems, and resulted in millions of deaths. The discovery of yet another bat virus with pandemic potential should serve as a stark warning that the conditions that allowed COVID-19 to emerge are still very much in place. The continued risk of zoonotic spillover is not a distant theoretical threat. It is an active and growing danger. Deforestation, urban expansion, and increasing human-wildlife contact have created an environment where viruses that once remained in animal populations now have more opportunities to infect humans. The illegal wildlife trade and live animal markets further compound the problem, providing ideal conditions for viruses to jump between species. Despite lessons learned from COVID-19, efforts to reduce these risks remain inadequate, and the world is still largely unprepared for another pandemic-scale outbreak. The implications of this study extend beyond public health concerns and into the realm of global preparedness. If this bat virus, or a similar one, gains the ability to spread among humans, the world could once again face the devastating consequences of a novel infectious disease. Yet despite these warnings, many governments and institutions have not taken the necessary steps to strengthen surveillance, improve early detection, or invest in pandemic prevention measures. Research into emerging viruses is crucial, but without decisive action to mitigate risks, these findings may do little to prevent another global crisis. What makes this discovery particularly unsettling is that it reinforces the reality that new viruses with pandemic potential are constantly emerging. The world cannot afford to be complacent or assume that COVID-19 was a once-in-a-lifetime event. The conditions that led to the spread of SARS, MERS, and COVID-19 still exist, and without serious efforts to monitor and control zoonotic threats, history is likely to repeat itself. The latest findings should serve as a wake-up call, demanding immediate investment in virus surveillance, better regulation of human-wildlife interactions, and stronger global cooperation in preparing for future outbreaks. Ignoring these risks could have catastrophic consequences, leaving the world vulnerable to yet another devastating pandemic.